It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got some Eminem that we're going to dive into today in lead up of his new album that's going to be coming out. There's still a lot of songs off of Revival, Relapse, like a lot of these middle albums that I've never heard. So today we got Nowhere Fast featuring Kalani. We did do a reaction to Houdini when it dropped. That's up on my channel. That was a ride. I'm extremely excited for what that song tells me is coming on this album. That was a really, really good time. So we're going to get into this for right now. Every Friday and Saturday, we do go live around 8 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, twitch.tv/DuaneTV to do music reactions throughout the week. I do some gaming. Sometimes I talk, but we be cooking people, baking people. I baked a pie actually once, like literally on stream. So if you guys want to stop in, we have some fun. Y'all should come through. Anyways, Eminem, Nowhere Fast, Kalani. Let's see what this one's all about.
Sandy Hook, Stoneman Douglas, another lone wolf gunman. Sometimes I don't know what this world has come to. It's blowing up and this whole country is going nuts. And NRA in our way, they're responsible for this whole production. They hold the strings, they control the puppets.
Whoo, okay, my man coming in with heat right off the bat. So at least the beginning of this is telling me the song is going to be about some of the shootings and stuff that go on, which a lot of them happen in our country anymore. It's almost to the point where you have to be nervous about going out places. Like it actually happened somewhere nearby me. Like I live in an area near Syracuse, New York, for anybody that knows where I'm talking about. And Buffalo, New York had a shooting in a grocery store, I believe it was, of somebody who went in there specifically aiming for black people. Now, all shootings are not based around someone just doing it out of racism, but this is just one that was closer to home. So that's why I'm talking about it. And the kid actually lives not very far from where I live. And apparently the only reason he didn't do it here where I live is because there's not as high of a count of black people. So he went to Buffalo where there's a higher population and there's more chance that he's going to be able to shoot more of them. So if that wasn't the case, this may have happened like right here where I live. I could have been in that store. So like it connects with me in a different way when it's close to home. And not that I didn't care about it before, but it just makes me think like, I don't want to go to any of these places in the middle of the day. I don't want to go to our mall in the middle of the day when it's popular. I don't want to go into the grocery store when there's a lot of people. Like I'd rather go early morning, late at night, because you figure if someone's going there with the intention of killing a lot of people, they're going to go when it's as populated as possible, right? So I try to avoid those times. And it's sad that we have to actually consider that. It's like, it's ridiculous. It really is. Now, I'm not saying that we should necessarily get rid of guns altogether. I don't necessarily know that that's the greatest answer either, because first of all, I don't think it's possible at this point. I just don't. I think the cat's too far out the bag. You know what I mean? Like it's not going backwards. But I do feel like we need to come up with some kind of a structure that works to keep it out of the hands of people that just should not have guns. And a lot of times these people that end up shooting these places up are clearly not all there mentally, and somehow they just get a gun. Like that's a bigger problem than just getting rid of them completely, because there's a lot of people that know how to own a gun. They know how to handle a gun. They don't do anything crazy with it. That's the majority, right? It's those few in the minority that are just bugging and doing some shit, and we need to find a way to stop them from being able to get them. Anyways, I'm on a tirade already. We just started the song. Let me let my man cook, and we'll talk as we go.
They threaten to take away donor bucks, so they know the government won't do nothing, and no one's budging. Gun owners clutching their loaded weapons. They love their guns more than our children. Shh, think another one just entered in our building, and we'll be
ashes blowing in the air. I was on fire, but we don't care. Yeah, wasted youth, always on the road, never looking back, and we're never getting old. Cause the skies are black, but our hearts made it gold. Fuck doing what you're told. We're going nowhere.
I feel sorry for this beat, sympathy pains for this track. This road is taking me back down memory lane with this rap. I can still look out in this crowd, be wild and be taken aback. I'm simply stating a fact. I had Wembley Stadium packed, but now we're on a path headed to nowhere and fast. Another terrorist attacks like a tariff, blows half of Madison Square up. Alas, we perish in the blast that isn't scaring us. We pass knowing we're fearless, cause we're just
ashes blowing in the air. Ooh. I was on fire, but we don't care.
Kalani's got a beautiful voice.
Wasted youth, always on the road, never looking back, and we're never getting old. Cause the skies are black, but our hearts made it gold. Fuck doing what you're told, going nowhere.
fuck doing what you're told, act like a 2-year-old. Shit is soon to go kaboom and blow anyways. For MCs it's a funeral when I'm devising this rhyme, cause I'm awake in your morning, that's why I rise and I shine. Like a new day has dawned on me. Gusto, guts, bravado, nuts, and plus I kick up dust and cuss a lot. I must probably got you in somewhat of a debacle. Cause some stuff that's awful really don't mean nothing, although there's a lot of shit I said in jest that's tough to swallow. But if at times my heart it seems like it's in the wrong place, it's probably cause it's on my sleeve. Keanu Reeves, speed of life, avoid a veer, or just the authority. We're only looking forward, but where we're going, we have no idea.
I like that. My man, a throwback to a great movie. Keanu Reeves, right? I'm pretty sure he was in the movie Speed, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was Keanu, yeah. So anybody that hasn't seen it, you should watch it. It's an older movie, but it's a dope movie. I like this. Not only that, like, see, Em is really good at like speaking on topics and giving you information, but also still doing it in a really dope structure technically when it comes to just the rap aspect of it.
Avoid a veer or just the authority. We're only looking forward, but where we're going, we have no idea. Nowhere to go, but hysterical. It's getting warm in here. I set the world on fire. Was born to be an arsonist. Just one spark and it's lit, but I'ma still get dark on this shit. Told you I'd leave my mark on this bitch. War machine, but you forced me in the corner. I'm sure to have something for your ear. And in the course of the assault, as torture gets more severe. Go to war with me, you end up looted. Timbuktu, I send it you a 10-ton nuke like Kim Jong-un and end up ruining your career.
See, like little things like that, where it's like gets more severe. Go to war with me, you end up blue like Timbuktu. Send at you 10-ton nuke like Kim Jong-un and ended up ruining your career. Like goes back to the more severe rhyme at the very end after doing multiple internal rhymes and end rhymes in a completely different direction. Like I just love that kind of rhyme scheme structure.
A 10-ton nuke like Kim Jong-un and end up ruining your career. But when all is said and done, and at the end of my run, I'll just rewind clocks. Forever young, make time stop. Will I ever fall off? That day I'll never come to the pine box. Bitch, fuck you. I'm better than I ever was till the bomb drops. Hope it never does, but I'm not gonna sweat it cause this world's screwed, it's already fucked, and I'm on top. So everyone's just
Ashes blowing in the air.
See, I like that. He's like, yo, listen, I'm better than I ever was. I don't want to hear it at all. And I know a lot of people look back and say, but early M was the dopest M. And that was my favorite era of M. I'm not going to lie to you. The first couple of albums were my favorite albums that he had dropped. Infinite was cool, but not counting Infinite, his first 3 like studio albums, I just think that those were like the hardest albums, some of the best in hip hop. But at the same time, a lot of it was like he had that hunger, his voice, obviously younger as you grow older, it changes a little bit. Like the delivery, I mean, he did say some shock factor stuff, but like it just connected. Like there's certain like zoning off of one joint, stopping a limo, hopped in the window, shopping a demo at gunpoint, a lyricist without a clue. What year is this? Like these songs were just so classic to me, but at the same time, I feel like he has evolved lyrically in doing things now in ways that he was never doing back then, right? And he's to me, he's actually one of the few artists that has had such an evolution throughout their career. There's a lot of artists that have gotten older, and honestly, when they rap, they don't sound all that different than they did when they were younger. Like they sound older, stuff like that. But as far as like their actual writing ability and what they're putting out, it doesn't sound that much different. Like there wasn't a crazy amount of evolution. Like you can almost get the same feel of it. And I'm not saying that as a disrespect to them because it's still dope, right? Like Snoop over the years, he definitely evolved some from the very early days, but like Snoop from 5-10 years ago still sounds like Snoop from now, in my opinion, for the most part. And again, that's not disrespect to him because he's got a dope style. He's got his own unique thing that if you're looking for it, that's what you're gonna, you know what I mean? Like it does what it does. But as far as like M 5 years ago, 10 years ago, like I feel like there's been a constant evolution, and the way that he writes now, like take Music to Be Murdered By and compare it to one of his early albums, it's like night and day. It's like two different people. If he didn't have the same like vocal sound, you would almost not even know it's the same person, right? Like it's so vastly different. And so I've always respected that about him.
Our world's on fire, but we don't care. Yeah. Wasted youth, always on the road, never looking back, and we're never getting old, 'cause the skies are black, but our hearts made of gold. Fuck doing what you're told. We're going nowhere. 'Cause we're going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going nowhere. Running out of life. We're going nowhere.
no king, time is nothing. Our head and we're stubborn. So working out the mother when we're young, who knows what the future for us could hold? Another shooter, no more tomorrows. We're done, and all we are is
Ashes blowing in the air. Our world's on fire, but we don't care. Yeah.
This was a beautiful collab. It worked really well.
Wasted youth, always on the road, never looking back, and we're never getting old, cause the skies are black, but our hearts made it gold. Fuck doing what you're told. We're going nowhere. Cause we're going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going nowhere. We're on the ride of a life. We're going nowhere fast.
That was dope. I've never heard that. Like I said, there's a lot of these songs from these middle albums that I never heard, because they came out in a period of time when I wasn't actually listening to any music at all. It's not even that I was just avoiding Eminem or skipping Eminem albums. I just, for whatever reason, I went away from music. Music used to literally consume my life every day, all day. I was burning CDs and playing them. Like it's literally all I did was make music and listen to music and hang out. That was like my entire life. And then when I got this one job at AT&T for a while, for whatever reason, and I guess part of it being like I was working pretty much from morning 9:30, 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. at night. And then at one point, traveling an hour to and from work, which I guess I could have listened to music in the car, but for whatever reason, I didn't. And I would be working from like, counting the drive from like 10:30 in the morning, 11 in the morning until 10, 11 at night, right? So I just come home, go to sleep, rinse and repeat. And for whatever reason, I kind of just fell away from music, and I missed a lot of stuff that came out in that period of time for 4 or 5 years. So a lot of stuff for me to catch up on. We've been doing it for quite a while now. We've caught up with quite a bit of it, but there are still a few songs here and there that I have not heard. So let me know what you guys thought about this down below, especially when it came out, like what your thought process was. I'm always interested to see what you guys think and what it was that you guys felt when you first heard a song. And because this is a powerful song. A lot of shit like that was going on. It still is, but at the time especially. So appreciate you guys. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys on Twitch. Link is down below, twitch.tv/DuaneTV. Like I said, we do music Friday and Saturdays. We do gaming throughout the week, sometimes some special streams. Like I said, I baked a pie once. I might do it again. Maybe I'm thinking about doing a stream where like I try to cook Taco Bell products. I might start to take different like specific items that I like from different places, whether it's Taco Bell, Chili's, Red Robin, whatever it is, and try to recreate it at my house on a live stream. So if that's something you guys might be interested in as well, that'll be happening every once in a while. But appreciate you. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homie.